everyone. Today I've got The Bad Batch Episode 7 Disney Plus review. I have to tell you guys, I was blown away by this episode. But could it still have left me scarred for life? So as far as the story goes, titled Battle Scars, now you remember when I said that in the last video that I wanted to see some more of the other Bad Batch members get some time to shine? Well, this episode is focusing on Breaker, who I actually have been starting to love in this series, when he's been dealing with these headaches and he's not being able to focus clearly on his tasks, which is kind of scary because we sort of saw it coming ahead of time and it was headed towards a downward spiral before, the big, crazy thing that happened in the episode. And I would say I was not expecting it to go the way it did, so I kind of liked it like that. And seeing how, while some things in the past with this show had been sort of predictable or, repetitive, I feel like I like having these little surprises along the way. This episode does sort of take its time with, everything that the Bad Batch discovers, and they're going on the ship and it's abandoned, or they're looking for something and they're, meeting up with others and reuniting with some old pals. And I think it's still kind of crazy that they're taking these risks and they're still ready to fight if need be, because there are still people after them, as I had been saying before. And they still sort of have to watch their back because now that they're having Omega join them, not only do they have to still protect her, but then they still have to worry about even more people coming after them. I mean, they're always meeting somebody different in each episode, good or bad. So I really like how this episode was framed and how everything just really got me excited to see, what was the next thing that was going to happen. And obviously the big thing has to do with Breaker, but I'll definitely tell you more about it in what I liked about it later. As far as the casting goes, now I don't exactly remember this character. I feel like he might have showed up in the first episode, but that was so long ago that I'd seen it that I completely forgot who Rex was. And he reunites with the Bad Batch, and he was actually being very helpful to them, considering that he no longer has a chip inside his head, and the others sort of do. And oh man, I feel so bad for Omega to see Breaker in pain. I mean, I know they're, kind of, becoming closer friends now. And I didn't exactly care too much about Omega a couple episodes ago. But just seeing how she just felt so bad, you can just see the sadness in her eyes. And Breaker, I mean, he was always playing this comical tough guy, and then all of a sudden, he's dealing with, this potential breakdown with, his mind, and just seeing, how the chip is affecting him. And so they gotta take that thing out for real, because I want to see the old Breaker personality come back and not see someone new. Oh wait. The things that I liked about this episode was, obviously seeing the ship junkyard was really cool. I loved how they designed everything. I feel like I had seen that before in a live action Star Wars movie, but I just thought it looked really cool in animated form. And also there was this tense moment where the music comes on and it starts to remind me of a scene from the first Lord of the Rings movie where the Fellowship enters Moria. I thought that was pretty cool because I felt was that exactly a Star Wars type of thing? But then later on, another crazy thing happens that Breaker does, and he just goes completely ape. I mean, let me tell you, he just he was so unpredictable here. I was actually biting my nails being scared for Omega at one point, and it gave me chills, man. But I really loved seeing how this was all, playing out as each scene went on, and that cliffhanger at the end where someone else is looking for the Bad Batch yet again. I mean, who was it? I mean, they looked almost like the Knights of Ren, or at least, I mean, obviously they're not, but their uniforms looked very familiar. I'm trying to figure out who they were, but it's starting to bring this show back up to speed, and I'm really liking the direction that it's going. So all of it just keeps going up and up. So overall, I would say that I was really impressed with this episode, like I keep saying, and I can't stop talking about it. So I'll just leave it at that. And so I would highly recommend seeing this episode, series in general, and I would give this 5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the Bad Batch episode 7. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.